Hey guys, how y'all doing today? I just came to share some 2018 wisdom, spreading awareness for my women and for men who have women that they care about and that they love. So, I want to talk about the conventional sanitary napkin first. When a young woman comes into her menstrual cycle ages, usually our mothers, they, teach us about how to take care of ourselves during that time, changing, how to dispose of it, clean ourselves, and for the most part, well, as young women growing up, we pass that down to our children and taught them the same things. But never, not once, did any of us ever ask the question, what are conventional sanitary napkins made of? What are they made of? We never asked the question because we trusted the women who taught us what to do, how to do it. We didn't need to ask any questions because we trusted them. We knew that they knew what they were talking about because they were our parents. But they were misinformed and continued the cycle of misinformation. You see, back in the day, the older women, they wrapped themselves in cotton. Yeah, when your grandmother used to say the rag, those of you that's old enough to remember that term, the rag, they literally used a cotton rag to absorb their flow. So therefore, back in the day, we didn't have so many women having hysterectomies, fibroids, endometriosis. I can't pronounce that word. Y'all know what I mean. But anyhow, to the point of the matter, we didn't have all these women health issues, miscarriages, just to name a few. There are plenty more, but we'll get back into that later. Just for now, just the information. We didn't have so many female issues happening. So, what are the conventional sanitary napkins made of? You see, the FDA does not require companies that produce sanitary napkins to put the ingredients on the packages. So therefore, we don't read the packages of the sanitary napkins that we put on our most private parts. It's not available even if we wanted to. But you can Google it. You can Google what are sanitary napkins and tampons made of. Well, I'm going to just give you a brief description. So, sanitary napkins are made of recycled garbage. Literally, garbage. Recycled newspaper, recycled wood chips. And then on top of that, they're bleached. They're bleached to appear white, to appear cotton, to appear pure, to appear safe, clean, harmless. Yeah, they're bleached. And then there's a chemical dye in it that gives it a fresh smell. I really don't know what the chemical dye in it is for. But anyhow, so with that, we as women who have grown up using conventional sanitary napkins experience rashes from the wetness, the irritation of their blood coming in contact with bleach and the dye that's in it, itching, the smell, just a bad experience all the way around. Not to mention the worst experience of all is when you go to sit down and the sanitary napkin that you pay your money for and you trust that it's going to do what it's supposed to do to catch your flow, and you go to sit down and your flow comes in contact with the sanitary napkin, but the sanitary napkin isn't made of absorbent factors to catch it, and then it pushes your flow to the back, to the back of your clothes, where you stain your clothes, and now you're embarrassed because everybody knows, everybody can see your personal day, and that's not cool. So a lot of us women have went from conventional sanitary napkins to using tampons, which aren't safe at all. Literally, those are plugging you up, which you were meant to flow, but they're made of the same materials as the sanitary napkins. So not only are you plugging up your flow, but the flow that doesn't get absorbed into the tampon is sitting on top of bleach. Yeah. And then the blood that's sitting on top of the bleach is going back into your bloodstream. So that's one of the warnings that is on the tampon box, that you can risk toxic shock syndrome. Well, toxic shock syndrome comes from the dioxin that's in the sanitary napkins from the bleach and chemicals that is used. So what is that telling us? It's not safe. And we've been using these for years and years and years, generation after generation after generation, because we ain't know no better. We didn't know. No one ever took the time to question what are sanitary napkins made of. And you would think that that's something that we would really want to know. That's our most private, delicate parts. We should really have known that. But nonetheless, God is good. So, with that being said, even with, the chemicals and the bleach that are in conventional sanitary napkins, maybe that's the reason we have so many issues, womanly issues, men. The fibroids, the hysterectomies, the miscarriages, and so on, of all the issues that women face now that weren't so prevalent back in the day. And why is that? Well, I'm going to tell you why. Because back in the day, when grandma and them began to have their flow, they used a rag, a cotton rag. So some of us who may be old enough to remember that term, I'm on my rag, yeah, they used a rag. So hysterectomies, fibroids, and all the miscarriages that's going on weren't so prevalent back then. So that should give us a light bulb moment. Hello, light bulb. To say, what's the difference between now and back then? Well, I just told you the things that the conventional sanitary napkins are made of. So, the Now We Know campaign, which I am a part of, I'm very honored to be a part of. I wish I would have knew about this before, because my daughters would have never had to experience using conventional sanitary napkins. I wouldn't have no longer used conventional sanitary napkins. 2016, I had to have a hysterectomy. So, who's to say that all of these issues and things that a lot of women, since this campaign has been going on, I've spoken to so many women who've had the same issues, but we suffer in silence. We don't really talk about our womanly issues, our personal time of the month. We don't talk about the the rashes, the itching, the smells, the yeast infections that comes after some women's cycles, we don't talk about that. That's private. That's a personal moment. But now that the Now We Know campaign has been going forth, women have been telling their testimonies. And so I just want to share with you something. This right here. Cherish Sanitary napkins. These are the Bentley of sanitary napkins. And we women, we know we like the best of the best. So I'm telling you right now, this right here is the best of the best. Not only does it list the ingredients and explains to you, what you're putting on your most private part. These have been proven and are guaranteed to catch your flow, to be so discreet. As you can see, this pack is 10. It's so thin, like you barely even know that you are wearing these. They're 100% cotton. They're soft. They're comfortable. They have an ion strip that takes away the smell, takes away cramping. It lessens cramping. Let me not say take away. Lessens cramping, lessens your flow, and it makes your monthly experience so much better. So much better. I've had so many testimonies of young women, older women who have tried these and they will not go back to a conventional sanitary napkin or tampon. Ladies, tampons are not safe for you either. So, please stop wearing them. You can use a sanitary napkin by Cherish. We have different ones to catch different flows. These are days, which are in a pink one. We have overnights. They're in a purple pack. Blue pack. The purple pack is the nights, and then we have the panty liners, which are in a green pack. But they will catch your flow. You won't have any embarrassing moments. You won't leak. You'll stay dry. You won't have that smell. You won't have to change as often because these are made of the same absorbency factor that diapers are made of. So they can hold 10 times their weight. These will be the best thing that you can do for the new year. And even if you don't experience a monthly moment anymore, share the awareness. Pass it on to your daughters, your nieces, your cousins, your grandchildren, so that they won't have to go through what a lot of women are going through. A lot of women. It's so many women out here with stories, horror stories, that it only is self-explanatory of the culprit. So what I'm saying is, the Now We Know campaign is to let you know, women and men who have women that they care about, that they love, we have an option. We have a better choice. And when we know better, we definitely have to do better. So you can go to my website. I have a special going on this month, the whole month of January. You can go to my website, Inspire, that's NSPIRE network.com/spark of life. Go to my website, order 5 packs, and I will give you a free pack. And you don't have to order all 5 of them at one time, but just through the whole month of January, this special is going on. But I'm telling you, if you order 5 packs at one time, it's $25. It will save you on shipping and handling. Just go on and get it out the way, and it'll last you 2, 3, 4 months, depending on how your flow goes. So it's well worth it, ladies. Get your 100% cotton sanitary napkins produced by Cherish, and you will not regret it. You will be comfortable and you will be dry.